Hi, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Karen Prince. Hope you guys are doing well. Today I'm going to show you guys how I recreated the finger wave braid look that Beyonce debuted on the Lion King premiere red carpet. Okay, I absolutely was in love with her hair. When I saw it, I was like, wow, that's so innovative, that's so creative. So I wanted to try and go ahead and recreate the look for myself. I do understand that the little coils in the front of her hair were actual braids, but I felt like this would work better for me doing it this way. But you guys are going to see all that I do. Just go ahead and continue watching this video to see how I created this look. Okay, you guys, so here is a list of products and tools that you may need to complete this style. I do want to say that you do not have to use these exact products or these exact brands. This is just what I use. So go ahead and screenshot this picture right here so you can have everything that you need to be ready. All right, now, so let's get started. So I decided to go with 2 layers. I believe Beyonce only had 1 layer. So the first layer are these thin braids. I didn't want anything too thick or bulky. And then I made sure that I started like from this point on down, like where my ear is, so that when I started the layer at the top, when I braided it back, it will be able to tuck behind my ear easily. All right, so she did have a side part, so that's just what I'm doing here. I'm just creating a side part, nothing fancy. Okay, at this point I was like, dang, how am I about to really do this? All right, I was really nervous. Yeah, so here we go. I had to try some out before I recorded it. Still, I probably did these braids over so many times, but man, it was really a struggle for me. All right, so first what you want to do is you want to pull out any baby hairs that you want to leave out and stuff like that. So go ahead and do that. And then this is the curve you're going to create. You're going to create that C shape, like a what is that, like a normal finger wave. Okay, so you want to use your comb to create that C shape. Use the point of the comb where the teeth is, and you can use the rat tail if you need to. Then once you get the shape that you want, you're just going to pin everything out of the way. All right, I do use a mirror to part the back of my hair. That's how I'm able to see in the back. All right, then I just use a little bit of the edge smoothing gel just to kind of pin those hair downs so that they're not in the way. Woo, I cannot talk. And then I go ahead and put some edge smoothing gel along the part so that none of that extra hair is like falling in with the braid that I'm trying to braid. All right, so what you're going to need is your hair, and I actually went ahead and took some scissors and I just cut it in half because it was easier for me to add the hair in while it was shorter versus me trying to add a long piece of hair in the front of my head. So all throughout the braids on my scalp, I just used short pieces until I got to the bottom, and I used longer pieces. Anyway, so this is about the size that I'm using to start off each braid. You want to start off small and then increase the size of hair that you're using. Okay, so I just separate everything and I lay it out. But like I said, in the back, I use the longer pieces. So now I'm just taking some hair apart, separating it, and laying out my hair that I'm going to add in when I reach the back. And this is about the thick and width I use. Then I'm going to get some human hair just for those little twirls, my little Superman curls in the front, finger waves, whatever. Then I'm just going to use the human hair for that part. Okay, so set all that out. Okay, so first what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to start to braid your natural hair. Then you want to add in that smallest piece first. And when you're adding it in, you want to add it into the middle section, so where the middle strand is laying flat on your head, if that makes sense. I really didn't want to make this a how to feed in video, but hopefully by you guys watching this, you can kind of see what I'm doing. But just make sure you take your time with everything. Okay, don't be trying to braid off fast if this is your first time trying this, because it is challenging. Okay, I had a hard time, like I said, but yeah, this is the part that I wanted to really show you guys. So you're going to take that human hair, add it in just like you would the braiding hair, begin to braid down, but you're not going to bring that one piece down into the braid. You just gonna leave it out just like a tree braid. Okay, so you just leave the hair out and then you continue braiding as normal. Okay, so the reason why I decided to go this route versus doing the small braids that she had on the front of her head, it was because I felt like it would be easier for me to manipulate daily and to fix daily, and I didn't really want the hair to be popping up off of my head and stuff like that. So I knew by using human hair I will be able to slick that down and kind of mold it to lay down all day. But you can add the braid in the same way. Just leave it just like that and put enough hair out so that you're able to create a braid and then twirl it into a circle. I'm not sure how well that would lay flat against your head, but you can try it out. But I just want to show you the way that I did it. But here you see me just adding those longer pieces in at the bottom, and that is pretty much it. That's how I braided every braid, guys. And then you're just going to want to continue to follow the curve of the first initial braid, and you're going to do that on both sides of your head. And it's pretty much repetitive after that, guys. Just make sure you're doing the best you can, because this style was really kind of hard for me. But yes, and then you'll eventually end up with the style. One thing I do want to say is follow the curve of your hairline. That's what I had to do. And another thing I want to mention is there's no set amount of pieces of fake hair that you add into each braid. You just kind of got to fill it out and determine how thick you want your braid to be as you're braiding, and therefore you'll add more or less pieces of hair. Now I did want to show you that I braided up the ends of my hair and dipped them in hot water. That's how I got my braids to be crinkly. All right, now so I'm using the gel, the Eco Styler gel, to like create and slick my baby hairs. Okay, now this is totally up to you how you would like to style it. All right, yeah, it's up to you. So just freestyle and do what you want. This is just how I did mine. This got changed a million times. All right, but basically I just want to let you know that I use the Eco Styler gel to style my edges. Moving on to the little coil, so I did put some of the foaming mousse in the Eco Styler gel on that one strand there before I began to twirl it around my finger and then slide it off and lay it on my head. And that's how I created the little twirl, circle, curl, whatever you want to call it. And then I take a hairpin and I go ahead and I clip it in place. And then after that, I went ahead and took my holding spray and I blow dried it. I don't have footage of that, so I do apologize, but I did just spritz that, and then I held the blow dryer on there for a couple of seconds, and then I went ahead and tied it down with my scarf to get it to mold even more. Okay, yes guys, but that is pretty much it. I just wanted you guys to get another look at what my parting looks like with these braids. Maybe it may help you part your hair out, but these braids are not perfect. Okay, I had a hard time, but I don't need them to be perfect for me to enjoy the style. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know what you think about this new finger wave braid situation. Yeah, and thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.